if you guys are looking for big Algorand news and the new governance protocol that they're talking about and planning to roll out, this isn't going to be the video for you. I'll tell you that right now. But if you are looking for inspiration to hold and lock down and never let go, if you're looking to buy, hold, panic, hodl, retire, brought to you by, which arm is it? This one. CIPHER Vault, really sweet t-shirt. You can buy them. Not a sponsor. This is going to be a story where you're going to look at me and you're going to wish you could reach through the screen, grab me by the neck, and be like, believe in your stance, believe in your words. Stay tuned.
Nerdy dude stuff.
Back to another video about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Algorand, all that good stuff. If you're new here, please take a moment to consider hitting that subscribe button, like the video, turn on your bell notifications, because we have such a crazy work schedule that we really don't have consistency on when we post videos, which being a Wednesday, I haven't done a Wednesday video in quite some time. So it's really cool if you turn on that bell notification. Before we get into story time and the talk and the beer of the day, it is my wife's birthday, so we are treating and having some beer. Happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Ashley, 35 today. Love you. I'm not going to trade you in for the new model, I promise. But anyway, if you do like the content, please consider using the Algorand address above my head, the QR code, or the address in the description of this video, and shoot me an Algorand tip with a comment so that way we can read it out on the air. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Now, we have been drinking White Claw for the past week or so, but we actually have a beer today. We're going to crack it open on camera. Oh, my ring light is just showing everything. This is from a brewery down here in Florida, the Cigar City Brewery. They do have a few beers that they mass produce and distribute out. You might have seen like the Cigar City High Life. Very, very well done IPA style beer. We are doing the Guayabera Citra Pale Ale. This has hops that inspire the flavors of tangerine, lime, and a little bit of guava. I have not had this, but my wife loves it. So cheers to you guys. Let's take our first sip. All right, so right off the bat, we have a little bit of citrusy in the hops right off the front, and then on the back of the tongue, we have that nice little offensive IPA hops taste that I really do love and enjoy. I didn't pour it out, so I can't tell if it's filtered or unfiltered, but by looking in the mouth, I think it might be a filtered IPA, but let's get into the video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into story time, we have officially done it. You can see here on the the Algorand Optimizer, we have made our goal of 5,000 Algorand. Up next is 10,000. We're going to get there. We currently have 5,430 Algorand. This screen is a little off. You'll see here on a screenshot I'm going to show in a minute, but we've had a lifetime rewards of 95 Algorand. And at $1.30, that's some pretty solid numbers. So let's jump over here. Now, this is more of the accurate review screen right here. We currently have 5,430 Algorand, and we took the screenshot about an hour ago, and we are looking at a current value of 6,000, just shy of $7,000 USD, and we currently have one reward in the wings. Now, I want to talk about this one reward in the wings because we are finally at that number where we're getting about one Algorand every 24 hours. We're not quite there. I believe you need about 5.6 thousand Algorand to hit it, and I want to showcase because, and like I said, QR code above my head, address in the description for this video if you want to send an Algorand tip. We received an Algorand tip from one of our viewers. Thank you very much. You didn't leave me a comment or anything. If you just transfer from Coinbase, I totally get it because they don't let you leave comments. So I can't really give the shout out in the comment that you want to say. Leave a comment in this video if this was you, and I will definitely read it on air. But anywho, this was sent to us yesterday, April 27th, currently 28th, my wife's birthday, at 6:23 a.m. The reason why I know it's 6:23 a.m. is because the Algorand wallet will keep track in military time. So this was at 0600 hours. 6:23 a.m. We are currently sitting at 3:22 p.m. But when we did the screenshot, it was at 1:55 p.m. And you can see here that when that tip was sent to us, that 1.17 Algorand tip, we were able to earn our rewards of 1.269, so 1.27, and that was at 6:23 a.m. and this was at just shy of 2 p.m. So we're about 4 hours away from being able to earn one Algorand every 24 hours. So right now we are currently earning one Algorand every 28 hours. Very, very solid. And like I said, the next goal is going to be getting ourselves to 10K Algorand. And the way we're still continuing to do that is from doing our staking rewards from BetFury and our referral rewards as soon as we get everything over. Like right now we have 0.01 ETH, but I want to get a little bit over the fee on that one. I believe we have some BTC that we're going to hang out with. We've got some BNB that we're hanging out with, and we're transferring these all over to Algorand because we want to get to 10,000. We might want to get to 12,000 because I really want to get to like a 2 Algorand type day. We also currently are doing our Handshake Mining. This is going on 24/7. Computer's going to probably slow down here just a moment as I pull it up. Yep, we're still actively mining. This is we got to refresh that screen. Hang on. Yeah, you can see here we have had the miner running for the past like 3 days. We've been averaging at about 112 gigahashes per hour, 111, really nice because that miner was promoted at 105 gigahashes. So that is also mining us over here on the DX pool, and we're sitting there currently looking at 164 tokens at about 50 cents a token. So that's $80. So this is all stuff that we are accumulating and compiling into Algorand, so that way we can have monster numbers. I want to get to 10K before any of the new governance protocols come out, and we can lock those up for 90 days. We'll talk about that in another video. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Algorand and the importance of buy, panic, hold, retire is because we've been in this boat before. And I unfortunately had weak hands in this boat, and I was in this boat for a very long time, and I dipped out. My buddy Mind of Tron, who's a YouTuber, check him out. I recommend it as well. He'll probably leave a comment. Go follow him, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. We were kind of in the same situation, and that was with KuCoin shares. This was a big holding that I held on to, and we're going to look at some numbers here in just a moment. And as of right now, we have $143. That's actually solid. We have $143 in BTC. I got to see why we have so much on here. But we used to hold KuCoin shares like you wouldn't believe, and we talked about it, we promoted about it. Right now, we only have 10 KuCoin shares that we are holding, but we have 24 unsaved rewards because we haven't been on this platform in a little while, and we're going to go ahead and save those up. The reason why is look at the rewards that I have earned before. Now, again, I've sold my KuCoin shares off with the exception of 10, and those 10 right now, looks like KuCoin shares are at about $14 a piece, are worth 141. But for the longest time, I had monster amount of KuCoin shares. I believe the token dropped to about 70 cents, and then when we recovered to 85 cents, I sold them off, and that's actually when I got into Algorand. So we're going to save our total bonus here. The mobile app is a lot friendlier to showcase what the daily bonus is, but I've got 24 bonuses, and it looks like every day we're getting about 3 cents. So we're just going to keep compounding that. We're going to scroll through this screen, and when you guys see this number, like I said, you are going to want to strangle me. I had bitch hands. Pardon the PG-13. I did not have diamond hands, but I'm not necessarily kicking myself in the nads because I got into a platform that I love and agree with stronger, and I think we're going to see Algorand repeat these numbers, and if they do, we are going to be loaded. So we're saving our bonus, but let's scroll back a few days, not a few days, a few months. I think we have to go back to around November when we decided to wuss out. And you guys are going to, if you're taking a sip of beer or a sip of anything, you might spit it out across your screen here in just a moment when you see this. So we're going to get there. We are currently looking at our February rewards. As soon as this loads up, we're still in February. We still only have 10. Let's keep going. There we go. All right, here it is. I think we even had more rewards than this at one point. This is when it gets nuts. Let's get stupid. There they are right there. All right, so at one given time, I want you to look at this number right here. And if you can't see that, at one given time, I had 4,118 KuCoin shares. Now, the reason why KuCoin is great is because on the platform, if you hold 6 or more KuCoin tokens, whenever after 24 hours, they accumulate all the exchange fees that they have acquired, they purchase KuCoin tokens, and they distribute it out between all the dividend holders. Okay? As of November 12th of 2020, so a couple days before I got into Algorand, I had 4,118 KuCoin shares. If I still had them today, that would be $53,679. $53,679 in KuCoin shares. And at that point, if we're looking at our daily KuCoin share reward KuCoin share dividends that we were getting, we were looking at least one KuCoin a day. I know they had some really solid days. Yeah, we were looking at least one KuCoin a day at the current rate of about $14. So, let this be a lesson for you guys. You know, I believed in KuCoin for quite some time. Let's go back to the original day I started holding KuCoin. I had been holding KuCoin and accumulating KuCoin since February 22nd of 2019. And I got all the way up to about 4,000 KuCoin, just buying here cheap, buying small, you know, adding, taking out a little bit, jumping into other projects, all the way up to $53,000. And the only thing I had to show for that $53,000 right now is $7,000 in Algorand. So, with that said, KuCoin, when it first came out, it was, minuscule, and then it jumped up to $8 for an all-time high, and then it dropped down, and I was buying it around 60, 70, 80 cents, and it jumped up to $1.90, and then when it dropped from that $1.90 back down to that 70-cent range, and I sold at 85 cents, not thinking this token would jump as it did, I'm now kicking myself in the teeth. So I'm going to strangle myself for you. If you're reaching through the screen and pretending to strangle, here's your moment. All right, yeah, so there you go. You got to pretend to strangle me. So, I have learned my lesson. I'm looking at Algorand. I love this project. The new changes might do phenomenal for it. We'll do a full video on that within the week. But I am never touching my Algorand. Ever. Because we're earning the rewards and we're going crazy. And if you're in the platform as well, I urge you to consider doing that with me. And I feel, it might be gas, but I have a feeling that we could potentially see if a coin like KuCoin that was at 70 cents and 36 cents when I first bought my original one can be sitting there. We're holding 10 KuCoin. Is worth 14 a pop. Algorand can easily get there. Now, I think KuCoin's also taken off because eventually it can be very much like the Binance token. So I'm very hoping that KuCoin shares will be like BNB and we'll be looking at a $500 BNB token and I'll have $5,000. $5,000 just holding 10. But that's a stretch. So, very important. If you believe in a project, if you spend time watching chubby white YouTubers that like to drink beer talking about this cryptocurrency, let's rally together. I support you. You support me. We hold Algorand together. And then if you ever look at my channel, with the exception of Algorand hitting like 10 or 20 or $100, if you ever look at my channel and you don't see that I have more than 5,000 Algo, unless this thing takes off and I'm a millionaire, you can unsubscribe. I mean, you can unsubscribe if you want. I'm not holding a gun to your head. You can unsubscribe anytime you want. But if you're in with me for the long haul and you want to be a long-time subscriber and we want to get to 10,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers and get a cool little plaque we could put up on the wall back here, and then you see that I don't have 5,000 Algo, and you can even message me, like, how much Algo you got? I'll show you. And if I don't have that 5,000, because that was our first goal, and when I hit a 10,000, if we don't have 10,000, unsubscribe. That's just as simple as it is. But let's do this together. Let's build these hands. Let's hold this Algo. Let's build this line. Let's promote this token. Let's pump it. We're not going to dump it. We're not shilling a shitcoin. This is a strong project. And looking back at my KuCoin experience, fool me once, crypto, shame on you. Fool me twice, crypto, God, I suck. So, anywho, that's my story for the day. Again, sorry this isn't the most informative video, but this is some of the shit that I learn and I make mistakes on in the crypto space, and I'm here to do those mistakes on camera so that way you can learn and you can grow and you can not. I didn't lose anything by any means, by any definition of losing currency. Like, I'm not in the negatives, but I'm not $50,000 richer and making $14 a day holding one token. We will be, though. So, with that said, first time on the channel, like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Long time on the channel, love the content, supporter of Algorand, QR code above my head for Algorand tip donations, anything you want, or address in the description of this video. Leave a comment, go from there. But with that, I'm going to take my wife out to a couple of birthday drinks, and then we're going to have some birthday dinner and, spend some time with our girls and stuff tonight. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm Oprias. We'll see you guys next time.